Hey everybody, have you ever wondered why you grind day in and day out but still feel stuck in a rut while the prosperous rake in millions with a single idea? You've been taught to work hard, pinch pennies, but nobody showed you how to think like a millionaire. Listen up, there's a way to pull in boundless prosperity, not through luck, not through handouts, but through a mind trained to command the universe. I'm here to shake you awake with the exact steps from Napoleon Hill's 25 years studying giants like Carnegie Morgan and Firestone steps that built empires and can now build yours. So have you decided to command prosperity, or are you still buying the lie that wealth's just for someone else? Are you waiting for your ship to sail in, or are you ready to build that ship yourself? Let's get real. You're told to hustle, save every dime, but your mornings, they're hijacked before your feet hit the floor. You wake up at 5 a.m. and boom, TikTok, Instagram, or a million little worries scribble chaos on your blank mind. You tell yourself, I'll get started when I'm ready, or I just need a sign to go all in. But that sign never shows, does it? You wait for clarity, for energy, for some perfect moment. Nada. That's the trap of procrastination, the trap that's got millions missing their dreams. I've seen it, folks like you and me, carrying massive dreams, launching a game-changing startup, leaving a legacy their kids are proud of, or inspiring their community. But they let morning slip. Let noise take the wheel, let waiting kill their fire. They think just today, tomorrow's my day, or I'll chase prosperity when life's easier. But life doesn't get easier, and prosperity doesn't roll up to quitters. You don't want a life of waiting, do you? You want to command your mind, stand tall and chase your dreams right now. Prosperity isn't about talent, luck, or a flash of inspiration. It's about forcing yourself to act tired or not scared, or not whether the crowd cheers or not. Discipline isn't a vibe, it's a choice, a rock-solid decision to steer your actions with purpose. Every step you take, small or shaky, is a spark igniting unstoppable power. Napoleon Hill taught us greatness doesn't come from big moments or random breaks. It's forged in the fire of persistence, through days you push forward despite the odds. In 2025, when TikTok, Instagram, and social pressure try to derail you, this truth is your lighthouse. Most people drift, they wake up reacting, scrolling, acting like time's endless. They wait for the perfect moment, but it never comes. They wait for confidence, but confidence only hits when you move. You're different, aren't you? You know, dreams don't just happen, they demand you rise, face doubt, crush excuses, and act today. I've seen it. Prosperous people don't have more hours, don't fear less. They just choose differently. They force themselves to act every morning, every minute. They don't wait for magic or permission. They train their mind and build their legacy one hammer strike at a time. So what's holding you back? Waiting for a spark? Craving the easy road? What's stopping you from owning your dreams right now? I'm here to drop 6 ironclad principles to train your mind every morning, shatter limits, and command prosperity like never before. These aren't fluffy words or empty hype you scroll past online. This is your blueprint to act now no matter how you feel, to craft a life of purpose in a world screaming for your attention. These principles will push you, demand courage, and make you unstoppable if you dare to follow them. You don't need to nail everything at once, don't need to be perfect now. Just start just one step, just one choice to say, I'm done waiting, I'm acting. Stick with me, because what you're about to hear will change how you live, how you fight starting today. Will you drift or lead, wait or conquer? Let's dive in your legacies waiting to be forged. Now let's hit the first principle, believe you can prosper. Ever feel trapped like your dreams are buried under dark clouds of doubt just because you buy the lie that prosperity's for someone else? Picture this, you wake up at 5 a.m. pumped to crush your mission, maybe launching a startup, leaving a legacy for your kids, or shaking up your community. Your heart's on fire, ready to light a lighthouse that cuts through the gloom. But then TikTok, Instagram, or those nagging thoughts creep in. You open your eyes, and before you're out of bed, doubt clouds your mind. I'm not good enough. Prosperity's for the lucky, or I wasn't born special. You scroll, hesitate. Let those tiny thoughts run the show. You think just today, or I don't deserve big dreams. But those thoughts aren't harmless, are they? They're like storm clouds blocking the mountain of prosperity inside you, making you live small. Day after day, you're stuck heavy asking, why do I settle for less? Why do these clouds hide my dreams? Why do I doubt when I'm built to lead? That's the pain of self-sabotage, the pain of letting your sacred potential get buried by lies. I've seen it. Tons of folks like you and me carry huge dreams, building a $1 million business, inspiring others. But they let clouds steer a tired morning, they doubt themselves. A scary moment, they think small. A bit of laziness, they quit. They think, just today, I'll believe tomorrow, or prosperity's not for me. But doubt's a cage. It doesn't free you, it locks you up. Every time you buy that prosperity's for others, you don't just lose a morning, you reject the legacy you're here to build. And then they can't stand it anymore. They crave lighting a lighthouse of belief burning through the clouds to unleash their dreams. You feel that too, don't you? That trapped feeling isn't your end. It's a cosmic wake-up call urging you to shine. This is your first principle to unlock limitless power to start your day with belief. Here's the truth. Believing you can prosper is your lighthouse. It cuts through doubt's dark clouds, lighting the path to your dreams. Doubt's not your buddy, it's a thief. Whispering lies, turning you into someone who settles instead of commands. Believing prosperity is yours, not just possible, but meant for you, is your mind's command, opening gates for opportunities to flood in. Napoleon Hill said it without belief: no action bears fruit, no plan takes off, no effort beats poverty. In 2025, when TikTok, Instagram, and social noise try to stuff doubt down your throat, believing you can prosper is your edge. Most folks cave. They wake up thinking they're not enough, scrolling to dodge their dreams, living like prosperity's someone else's story. They let clouds lead, thinking, I don't deserve it. But the universe doesn't reward self-doubt. Your lighthouse beams when you say, I don't need luck, I'm built for prosperity. That's when you become unstoppable, when prosperity, not just cash, but freedom, power, and a sacred legacy starts to glow. Prosperity doesn't come to doubting minds. It comes to those who light the lighthouse, who believe they can prosper. Why is believing you can prosper so crucial? Because belief's the lighthouse guiding you through doubt, while skepticism's the cage trapping you forever. Think about it. Every epic legacy, every world-shaking achievement was built by folks who didn't let doubt call the shots. They didn't need natural talent or perfect setups. They knew belief was the key. Believe first, and you'll see. Doubt first, and you're blind. J.P. Morgan. A nobody with no cash or clout believed he'd build a financial empire. Before he had a dime, he had belief in his mind. Before he had banks or power, he saw himself at the top. If doubt clouds your morning, you'll live a small life, craving prosperity but thinking you're unworthy, wanting a legacy but stuck in insecurity. But when you believe you can prosper, you're the captain steering true. You don't let worry or social noise sway your thoughts. You don't let whispers of, you're not enough, dim your mission. Just 5 minutes declaring belief can turn I can't into I'm lighting my path to prosperity. Imagine starting every morning asking, what's my lighthouse today? What belief lights my way? You stand in front of a mirror. No phone, no noise, just you and your commitment. You think about times you were trapped listening to, I'm not enough, dodging dreams, letting clouds block you, and you decide no more. I'm lighting my lighthouse. That's when your lighthouse blazes, guiding you through anything. I've seen it. Prosperous folks aren't better. They just know mornings are their chance to spark belief, and they do it with relentless precision. Believing you can prosper isn't a burden, it's power. A promise to yourself that you won't let doubt steal your sacred mission. So how do you believe you can prosper? It starts with a rock-solid commitment and real action. This morning, take 5 minutes to stand in front of a mirror, declare loud, I can prosper. Grab a pen, write in your journal, I'm born to prosper and I'll make it happen. Read it aloud, voice bold, no distractions, no TikTok, no Instagram, no emails, just you and your mission. Do it every morning and night, feeling the power in every word. Ditch those poverty thoughts like I can't afford it or prosperity's not for me. Every night, check your journal, jot down how it felt to declare belief and rate your conviction from 1 to 10. This week, light that lighthouse every day for 7 days, even if it's just 5 minutes, declaring and writing, and track your confidence. Write how it feels to lead, how each belief makes you sharper, stronger, but don't stop there. To make belief your core, review your journal weekly like a sacred ritual. Read old beliefs. See how they lifted you. Declare a new one if needed. Think of those you admire. J.P. Morgan didn't get great by luck. He believed he could live it, and the world bowed to his vision. You can do that too. You don't need to be perfect now. Just declare your belief this morning, then tomorrow light it up again. That's how you train your mind. That's how you believe you can prosper. That's how you kick off your day with power. Now, what clouds are blocking your dreams right now? Doubt, insecurity. What belief will you light to burn them away? What are you going to crush today to chase your dreams? Think about it. Feel the heat of belief. Your dreams don't wait. They demand you light the lighthouse today, right now. Will you stay caged or lead act? Now, every belief you spark is a gem for your legacy. Let's keep the fire burning with Principle 2. Ignite a burning desire. Ever feel like you're drifting, like your dreams are fading, like tiny waves on a vast ocean of prosperity, just because you let vague wishes steer your morning picture? This you're up at 5 a.m., fired up to chase your mission, maybe launching a killer startup, uplifting your community, or leaving a legacy your kids will cherish. Your heart's blazing, ready to unleash a river that sweeps away every obstacle to prosperity. But then TikTok, Instagram, or half-baked thoughts creep in. You think about what you want: better job, more cash, freedom, but it's fuzzy, right? You say, I want more money, or I want success. But those are just daydreams, like ripples that vanish fast. You scroll, stall, let those vague wishes run your day. You think, just today, I'll figure it out tomorrow, or I'll get serious later. But vague wishes don't get you anywhere, do they? They're like tiny waves too weak to carry you across the ocean of prosperity. Day after day, you're stuck, frustrated, asking, why am I dreaming but going nowhere? Why do these ripples fizzle out? Why am I weak when I'm built to conquer? That's the pain of aimlessness, the pain of letting your sacred potential fade with feeble wants. I've seen it. Tons of folks like you and me carry massive dreams, starting a $1 million business, changing lives, but they let ripples lead a lazy morning. They just wish. A fearful moment, they stay vague. A bit of hesitation, they quit. They think, just today, I'll get clear tomorrow, or this wish is fine. But vague wishes are quicksand. They don't lift you, they sink you. Every time you let ripples guide you, don't just lose a morning, you blur the path to the legacy you're here to build. And then they can't take it anymore. They crave a burning desire, a roaring river to carry their dreams to shore. You feel that too, don't you? That drifting feeling isn't your end. It's a cosmic nudge urging you to command. This is your second principle to unlock limitless power to start your day with purpose. Here's the deal. Igniting a burning desire is your river. It sweeps your dreams past every obstacle straight to prosperity's shore. Vague wishes aren't hope. They're traps weakening your mind, turning you into a daydreamer instead of a commander. A clear, fiery desire is your mind's order, aligning every thought, word, and action toward prosperity. Napoleon Hill taught us every prosperous legacy starts with a burning desire, not a passing whim. In 2005, when TikTok, Instagram, and social pressure tempt you to wish loosely, igniting a burning desire is your edge. Most folks drift. They wake up saying, I want more cash, scrolling, living in aimless daydreams. They let ripples steer, thinking wishing's enough. But the universe doesn't reward dreamers. Your river roars when you say, I don't wish, I command prosperity. That's when you become unstoppable, when prosperity, not just money, but freedom, power, and a sacred legacy starts to shine. Prosperity doesn't come to fuzzy minds. It comes to those who unleash the river, who ignite a burning desire. Why is igniting a burning desire so vital? Because desire's the river that carries you past obstacles, while wishes are ripples that vanish instantly. Think about it. Every great legacy, every world-changing achievement was built by folks who didn't let loose dreams lead. They didn't need cash or connections up front. They knew desire was the seed, command with it you grow. Stay vague, you fade. Harvey Firestone, a guy with nothing but an idea, desired to revolutionize tires. He didn't say, I want to be rich. He said, I'll change how the world moves. Before he had factories, he saw tires everywhere. Before he had millions, he had a river of desire in his mind. If ripples run your morning, you'll live a weak life craving prosperity but thinking vague, wanting a legacy but stuck in daydreams. But when you ignite a burning desire, you're the one steering the ocean. You don't let laziness or social noise blur your goal. You don't let whispers of just wish dim your mission. Just 5 minutes writing a clear desire can turn "I want more" into "I'm commanding prosperity." Imagine starting every morning asking, "What's my river today? What desire drives me to shore?" You sit down. No phone, no noise, just you and your commitment. You think about times you drifted saying, "I want" scrolling, instead of commanding letting ripples pull you, and you decide, "No more, I'm unleashing my river." That's when your river surges, carrying you through anything. I've seen it. Prosperous folks aren't special. They just know mornings are their chance to command, and they do it with ruthless precision. Igniting a burning desire isn't a burden, it's power. A promise to yourself that you won't let ripples steal your sacred mission. So how do you ignite a burning desire? It starts with a rock-solid commitment and real action. Tonight, take 5 minutes to write a crystal-clear goal statement. Pick your amount, say, "I demand $1 million, decide what you'll give back, like I'll deliver business coaching services. Set a deadline by December 31, 2028. Sketch a plan I'll pitch to 10 clients a week. Write it all in your journal. I demand $1 million from life through business coaching by December 31, 2028 by pitching 10 clients weekly. Read it aloud morning and night, voice bold, no distractions, no TikTok, no Instagram, no emails, just you and your mission. Feel prosperity in your hands. See yourself on that shore. Every night, check your journal, jot down how it felt to read your statement, and rate your desire from 1 to 10. This week, let that river flow every day for 7 days, even if it's just 5 minutes writing and reading, and track your drive. Write how it feels to command, how each statement makes you sharper, stronger. But don't stop there. To make desire your core, review your journal monthly like a sacred ritual. Read old statements. See how they pushed you. Write a new one if needed. Think of those you admire. Firestone didn't get great by wishing. He commanded with burning desire, lived it, and the world bowed to his river. You can do that too. You don't need to be perfect now, just write your statement tonight. Then tomorrow command again. That's how you steer your mind. That's how you ignite a burning desire. That's how you kick off your day with power. Now, what ripples are dragging your dreams? Vague wishes, lack of focus. What desire will you unleash to sweep them away? What are you going to crush today to chase your dreams? Think about it. Feel the power of purpose. Your dreams don't wait. They demand you unleash the river today, right now. Will you drift or lead? Act. Now, every desire you command is a gem for your legacy. Let's roll into Principle 3, build belief through auto-suggestion. Ever feel like your mind's swallowed by shadows of doubt, like your dreams are snuffed out just because you let weak thoughts run your morning? Picture this: you're up at 5 a.m., pumped to chase your mission, maybe starting a $1 million business, strengthening your family, or leaving a legacy the world remembers. Your heart's blazing, ready to spark a fire of belief that burns through the dark. But then TikTok, Instagram, or that inner voice sneaks in. You think about your big goal, a killer pitch, a life of freedom, but instantly shadows creep up. What if I fail? I'm not good enough. Or this sounds crazy. You scroll stall. Let those "can't do it" thoughts take over. You think just today, I'll believe tomorrow, or I'll be strong when things clear up. But doubt doesn't fade, does it? It's like a thick shadow snuffing out your prosperity's flame, making you live weak. Day after day, you're stuck anxious, asking, why do I keep doubting? Why do these shadows kill my dreams? Why am I frail when I'm built to conquer? That's the pain of self-doubt. The pain of letting your sacred potential get cloaked in darkness. I've seen it. Tons of folks like you and me carry epic dreams, transforming their industry, inspiring others. But they let shadows lead a worried morning they think impossible, a fearful moment they delay, a bit of insecurity they quit. They think just today, I'll be bold tomorrow, or this doubt's no big deal. But doubt's a prison. It doesn't free you, it chains you. Every time you let shadows win, you don't just lose a morning, you dim the light of the legacy you're here to build. And then they can't take it anymore. They crave sparking a fire of belief burning through the dark to unleash their dreams. You feel that too, don't you? That anxious feeling isn't your end. It's a cosmic push urging you to blaze. This is your third principle to unlock limitless power to start your day with faith. Here's the truth. Building belief through autosuggestion is your fire. It torches doubt's shadows, turning dreams into reality. Doubt's not your pal. It's a beast growling in your mind, turning you into a hesitator instead of a commander. Autosuggestion, repeating your goal with belief and emotion, is your mind's order programming your subconscious to pull in prosperity. Napoleon Hill taught us belief doesn't just show up, it's built through repetition like forging steel in a furnace. In 2025, when TikTok, Instagram, and social pressure try to feed you doubt-building belief through autosuggestion is your edge. Most folks cave. They wake up hearing, "I can't," scrolling to dodge goals, living in a cage of insecurity. They let shadows lead, thinking, "I'll believe tomorrow." But the universe doesn't reward delays. Your fire blazes when you say, "I don't wait for feelings, I spark belief now." That's when you become unstoppable, when prosperity, not just cash, but freedom power, and a sacred legacy starts to glow. Prosperity doesn't come to doubtful minds. It comes to those who spark the fire, who build belief through autosuggestion. Why is building belief through autosuggestion so critical? Because belief's the fire that burns through shadows, while doubt's the cage locking you in forever. Think about it. Every great legacy, every world-shaking achievement was built by folks who didn't let doubt run the show. They didn't need results to believe. They knew belief was the furnace. Spark it, you transform. Skip it, you fade. Theodore Roosevelt, a sickly kid, believed he'd be a great leader. Before he had power, he saw himself inspiring a nation. Before he had fame, he had a fire of belief in his mind. If shadows run your morning, you'll live an anxious life, craving prosperity but thinking impossible, wanting a legacy but stuck in fear. But when you build belief through autosuggestion, you're the fire starter in charge. You don't let worry or social noise steer your thoughts. You don't let whispers of "you'll fail" dim your mission. Just 5 minutes repeating your goal with passion can turn "I'm not sure" into "I'm blazing toward prosperity." Imagine starting every morning asking, "What's my fire today? What belief burns my doubt?" You stand in front of a mirror, no phone, no noise, just you and your commitment. You think about times shadows won, listening to impossible, delaying goals, letting doubt snuff you out, and you decide, "No more. I'm sparking my fire." That's when your fire roars, lighting up everything. I've seen it. Prosperous folks aren't stronger. They just know mornings are their chance to spark belief, and they do it with ruthless precision. Building belief through autosuggestion isn't a burden, it's power. A promise to yourself that you won't let shadows steal your sacred mission. So how do you build belief through autosuggestion? It starts with a rock-solid commitment and real action. This morning, take 5 minutes to stand in front of a mirror. Read your goal statement from Principle 2 loud. Say, "I demand $1 million from life through business coaching by December 31st, 2028. Read it with fierce passion, voice bold, no distractions, no TikTok, no Instagram, no emails, just you and your mission. See yourself holding that million, feel the joy, let your fire blaze. Do it every night before bed so your subconscious works while you sleep. Every night, check your journal, jot down how it felt to read your statement, and rate your belief from 1 to 10. This week, spark that fire every day for 7 days, even if it's just 5 minutes reading and feeling, and track your strength. Write how it feels to burn bright, how each repetition makes you sharper, stronger. But don't stop there. To make belief your core, read your statement daily for a month like a sacred ritual. Check your journal, see how belief lifts you, tweak your passion if doubt creeps in. Think of those you admire. Roosevelt didn't get great by chance. He sparked belief through repetition, lived it, and the world bowed to his fire. You can do that too. You don't need to be perfect now, just read your statement this morning. Then tonight, spark again. That's how you train your mind. That's how you build belief through autosuggestion. That's how you kick off your day with power. Now, what shadows are snuffing your dreams? Doubt. Fear of failure. What belief will you spark to burn them away? What are you going to crush today to chase your dreams? Think about it. Feel the heat of faith. Your dreams don't wait. They demand you spark the fire today, right now. Will you stay chained or lead act? Now every belief you ignite is a gem for your legacy. Let's charge into Principle 4 Plan and Act Now. Ever feel like you're lost, like your dreams are trapped in a maze of procrastination just because you let delays steer your morning picture? This you're up at 5 a.m., ready to crush your mission, maybe pitching a $1 million idea, leading your team, or building a legacy your kids will cherish. Your heart's on fire, ready to swing a sharp blade to slice through the chaos. But then TikTok, Instagram, or a flood of small tasks hits. You think about your big move, a business proposal, a tough call, a bold leap, but instantly you want to wait. You say, I'll do it later, or I need more prep. You scroll, tackle easy stuff, let small chores run your day. You think, just today, tomorrow's my day, or I'll plan when I'm ready. But procrastination doesn't vanish, does it? It's like a tangled maze trapping your mind, making you wander instead of led. Day after day, you're stuck annoyed, asking, why do I keep putting it off? Why's this maze trapping my dreams? Why do I hesitate when I'm built to conquer? That's the pain of delay, the pain of letting your sacred potential get stuck in an endless loop. I've seen it. Tons of folks like you and me carry huge dreams, launching a startup, changing their community. But they let the maze lead. A tired morning they delay, a scary moment they pick easy, a bit of laziness they quit. They think, just today, I'll act tomorrow, or it's not the right time. But procrastination's the enemy. It doesn't clear the path, it traps you. Every time you let delay win, you don't just lose a morning, you blur the road to the legacy you're here to build. And then they can't take it anymore. They crave swinging a blade of planning, slicing through the maze to free their dreams. You feel that too, don't you? That lost feeling isn't your end, it's a cosmic push urging you to move. This is your fourth principle to unlock limitless power to start your day with clarity. Here's the truth. Planning and acting now is your blade. It slashes through procrastination's maze, carving a straight path to prosperity. Delay's not a habit, it's a trap, tangling your mind, turning you into a waiter instead of a warrior. A clear plan and immediate action are your mind's command, guiding every step to your goal. Napoleon Hill taught us desire and belief alone aren't enough. They need a concrete plan and instant action to come alive. In 2025, when TikTok, Instagram, and social pressure lure you to put things off, planning and acting now is your edge. Most folks drift. They wake up saying, I'll do it tomorrow, scrolling, letting to-do lists lead. They think it's not time yet, or I need a perfect plan. But the universe doesn't reward dawdlers. Your blade cuts clean when you say, I don't wait for perfect, I act now. That's when you become unstoppable, when prosperity, not just money, but freedom, power, and a sacred legacy starts to shine. Prosperity doesn't come to wandering minds. It comes to those who swing the blade, who plan and act now. Why is planning and acting now so crucial? Because a plan's the blade that clears the maze, while delay's the loop trapping you forever. Think about it. Every epic legacy, every world-shaking achievement was built by folks who didn't let procrastination call the shots. They didn't need perfect plans or ideal conditions. They knew action was the forged plan and move you advance. Delay, you're lost. Harvey Firestone. A guy with a tire idea didn't wait for everything to line up. He planned mass production, started small, teamed up with like-minded folks. Before he had factories, he saw tires everywhere. Before he had millions, he swung the blade of action. If procrastination runs your morning, you'll live a circling life, craving prosperity but waiting for the moment, wanting a legacy but stuck in hesitation. But when you plan and act now, you're the master wielding the blade. You don't let laziness or social noise steer your steps. You don't let whispers of tomorrow dim your mission. Just 5 minutes crafting a plan can turn, I'm not ready, into I'm carving my path. Imagine starting every morning asking, what's my blade today? What plan do I swing? You sit down, no phone, no noise, just you and your commitment. You think about times you got lost delaying calls, dodging proposals, letting the maze trap you, and you decide, no more, I'm swinging my blade. That's when your blade slices, clearing everything. I've seen it. Prosperous folks aren't faster, they just know mornings are their chance to plan and act, and they do it with ruthless precision. Planning and acting now isn't a burden, it's power. A promise to yourself that you won't let the maze steal your sacred mission. So how do you plan and act now? It starts with a rock-solid commitment and real action. Tonight, take 5 minutes to write a clear plan. Pick your amount. I demand $1 million. Choose your service. I'll sell innovative tires. Set a deadline by December 31st, 2028. Outline a plan. I'll meet 5 investors this week. Write it in your journal. I demand $1 million through tire sales by December 31st, 2028 by meeting 5 investors weekly. Act now. Make a call, draft an email. Take one small step before bed. Form a mastermind group, 2 to 5 people who share your drive. Meet. Weekly share plans. Hold each other accountable. No distractions, no TikTok, no Instagram, no emails, just you and your mission. Every night, check your journal log, what you did, calls, made plans, tweaked, and rate your progress from 1 to 10. This week, swing that blade every day for 7 days, even if it's just 5 minutes planning and acting, and track your clarity. Write how it feels to lead, how each action makes you sharper, stronger. But don't stop there. To make action your core, meet your mastermind weekly like a sacred ritual. Share plans, adjust after setbacks, but never quit. Think of those you admire. Firestone didn't get great by waiting. He planned, acted now, and the world bowed to his blade. You can do that too. You don't need to be perfect now, just write your plan tonight. Then tomorrow, act now. That's how you clear your mind. That's how you plan and act now. That's how you kick off your day with power. Now, what maze is trapping your dreams? Procrastination? Hesitation? What plan will you swing to cut through? What are you going to crush today to chase your dreams? Think about it. Feel the power of action. Your dreams don't wait. They demand you swing the blade today, right now. Will you wander or lead act? Now, every plan you swing is a gem for your legacy. Let's charge into Principle 5, face your fears. Ever feel like your dreams are being stolen, like your potential's snatched by a thief called fear, just because you let panic run your morning? Picture this: you're up at 5 a.m., fired up to chase your mission, maybe pitching a $1 million idea, leading your team, or building a legacy the world remembers. Your heart's on fire, ready to swing a sword of courage to slay that thief. But then TikTok, Instagram, or those anxious whispers pull you back. You think about a big move, a bold proposal, a tough meeting, sharing your vision, but instantly fear roars. What if I fail? They'll laugh at me, or I'm not strong enough. You scroll, dodge, let those fearful thoughts take over. You think, just today, I'll be brave tomorrow, or I'll wait till it's safe. But fear doesn't fade, does it? It's like a sneaky thief stealing your mind, making you shrink instead of lead. Day after day, you're stuck worried, asking, why am I so scared? Why is this thief stealing my dreams? Why do I freeze when I'm built to conquer? That's the pain of fear. The pain of letting your sacred potential get robbed by a phantom. I've seen it. Tons of folks like you and me carry massive dreams, launching a startup, changing lives. But they let the thief lead a nervous morning. They dodge big steps. A fearful moment they delay. A bit of insecurity they quit. They think, just today, I'll be bold tomorrow, or this fear's no big deal. But fear's a chain. It doesn't free you, it binds you. Every time you let the thief win, you don't just lose a morning, you dim the light of the legacy you're here to build. And then they can't take it anymore. They crave swinging a sword of courage, slaying the thief to free their dreams. You feel that too, don't you? That shrinking feeling isn't your end, it's a cosmic nudge urging you to fight. This is your 5th principle to unlock limitless power to start your day with courage. Here's the truth: facing your fears is your sword. It slices through the thief called fear, clearing the path to prosperity. Fear's not your friend. It's a robber sneaking into your mind, turning you into a runner instead of a warrior. Facing fear with belief and action is your mind's command, breaking the chains of anxiety. Napoleon Hill taught us fear's the biggest dream killer, but it vanishes when you swing the sword of courage. In February 25, when TikTok, Instagram, and social pressure try to pump fear into you, Facing your fears is your edge. Most folks surrender. They wake up hearing, "What if I fail scrolling to dodge goals, living in a cage of worry?" They let the thief lead thinking, "I'll be brave tomorrow." But the universe doesn't reward cowards. Your sword shines when you say, "I'm not running, I'm slaying fear now." That's when you become unstoppable, when prosperity, not just cash, but freedom, power, and a sacred legacy starts to glow. Prosperity doesn't come to shrinking minds. It comes to those who swing the sword, who face their fears. Why is facing your fears so critical? Because action's the sword that slays the thief, while fear's the chain binding you forever. Think about it, every great legacy. Every world-shaking achievement was built by folks who didn't let fear call the shots. They didn't need to be fearless to act. They knew fear was an illusion. Face it, you grow. Flee it, you shrink. J.P. Morgan. A young nobody faced criticism to build a financial empire. He didn't wait for fear to fade. He swung the sword of action believing he'd win. Before he had banks, he saw himself leading. If fear runs your morning, you'll live a tiny life craving prosperity but dodging big moves, wanting a legacy but stuck in worry. But when you face your fears, you're the warrior in charge. You don't let insecurity or social noise steer your steps. You don't let whispers of "stay safe" dim your mission. Just 5 minutes listing fears and acting can turn "I'm scared" into "I'm slaying my way to prosperity." Imagine starting every morning asking, "What's my sword today? What fear do I slay?" You sit down, no phone, no noise, just you and your commitment. You think about times you shrank, dodging calls, fearing criticism, letting the thief rob you, and you decide, "No more, I'm swinging my sword." That's when your sword slashes, clearing everything. I've seen it. Prosperous folks aren't fearless. They just know mornings are their chance to slay fear, and they do it with ruthless precision. Facing your fears isn't a burden, it's power, a promise to yourself that you won't let the thief steal your sacred mission. So how do you face your fears? It starts with a rock-solid commitment and real action. Tonight, take 5 minutes to list 6 fears: poverty, criticism, illness, losing love, aging, death. Write them down, then next to each, jot an action to fight it, like fear of poverty. I'll pitch to 5 clients this week. Grab a pen, write clear, "I'm not afraid of poverty, I act to prosper." Read it aloud morning and night. Voice bold, no distractions, no TikTok, no Instagram, no emails, just you and your mission. When fear hits, act now. Send that tough email, face the criticism, step into a meeting with grit. Every night, check your journal log when you slayed a fear and rate your courage from 1 to 10. This week, swing that sword every day for 7 days, even if it's just 5 minutes, listing and acting, and track your strength. Write how it feels to win, how each slash makes you sharper, stronger. But don't stop there. To make courage your core, review your journal weekly like a sacred ritual. Read old fears, see how you slayed them, add new actions. Think of those you admire. Morgan didn't get great by hiding. He faced fear, swung his sword, and the world bowed to his courage. You can do that too. You don't need to be fearless now. Just list a fear tonight, then tomorrow slay it. That's how you free your mind. That's how you face your fears. That's how you kick off your day with power. Now, what thief's stealing your dreams? Fear of failure. Criticism. What fear will you slay to break free? What are you going to crush today to chase your dreams? Think about it. Feel the power of courage. Your dreams don't wait. They demand you swing the sword today, right now. Will you shrink or lead act? Now, every fear you slay is a gem for your legacy. Let's wrap it up with Principle 6, build prosperity habits. Ever feel like your dreams are blown out, like your potential snuffed by a gust of inconsistency, just because you let sloppy habits run your morning? Picture this: you're up at 5 a.m., fired up to chase your mission, maybe building $1 million empire, inspiring your community, or leaving a legacy your kids will cherish. Your heart's on fire, ready to lay a rock-solid foundation for a palace of prosperity. But then TikTok, Instagram, or a lack of discipline pulls you off track. You think about your big goal, a business plan, a bold move, but instantly you slip. You say, "I'll skip today," or "I've done enough this week." You scroll, ditch your plan, let inconsistency take over. You think just today, I'll get back tomorrow, or one day off's fine. But inconsistency's not harmless, is it? It's like a fierce wind blowing out your prosperity's flame, making you wobble instead of stand tall. Day after day, you're stuck failing, asking, why do I start, then quit? Why is this wind killing my dreams? Why am I sloppy when I'm built to conquer? That's the pain of inconsistency, the pain of letting your sacred potential get scattered by careless habits. I've seen it. Tons of folks like you and me carry massive dreams, launching a startup, changing the world. But they let the wind lead a lazy morning, they skip plans. A tired moment, they rest. A small setback, they quit. They think, just today, I'll keep going tomorrow, or I tried already. But inconsistency's a swamp. It doesn't lift you, it drags you down. Every time you let the wind win, you don't just lose a morning, you shake the foundation of the legacy you're here to build. And then they can't take it anymore. They crave laying a foundation of habits, standing firm against the wind to build a palace. You feel that too, don't you? That wobbly feeling isn't your end, it's a cosmic push urging you to stand strong. This is your sixth principle to unlock limitless power to start your day with discipline. Here's the truth. Building prosperity habits is your foundation. It stands firm against the wind of inconsistency, raising a palace of prosperity. Inconsistency is not a small slip. It's a wrecker shaking your mind, turning you into a starter quitter instead of a commander. Prosperity habits, repeating thoughts, words, actions daily, are your mind's order turning dreams into reality automatically. Napoleon Hill taught us prosperity doesn't come from one inspired day. It's carved by the cosmic habit force, etching repeated thoughts into your destiny. In 2025, when TikTok, Instagram, and social pressure tempt you to slack off, building prosperity habits is your edge. Most folks drift. They wake up saying, I'll do it tomorrow, scrolling, letting the wind blow out plans. They think one day off's no big deal, or I tried a few days, but the universe doesn't reward half-heartedness. Your foundation holds when you say, I don't skip, I build habits now. That's when you become unstoppable, when prosperity, not just money, but freedom, power, and a sacred legacy starts to shine. Prosperity doesn't come to shaky minds. It comes to those who lay the foundation, who build prosperity habits. Why is building prosperity habits so crucial? Because habits are the foundation raising your palace, while inconsistencies, the wind toppling everything. Think about it. Every great legacy, every world-shaking achievement was built by folks who didn't rely on inspiration. They didn't need to feel pumped every day. They knew habits were the furnace. Build them, you soar. Skip them, you crash. William Wrigley Jr., a street vendor, built a gum-selling habit. He didn't wait for a buzz. He repeated actions, selling, tweaking, persisting until a gum empire rose. Before he had millions, he had a foundation of habits in his mind. If inconsistency runs your morning, you'll live a half-finished life, craving prosperity but quitting after days, wanting a legacy but stuck in failure. But when you build prosperity habits, you're the architect in charge. You don't let laziness or social noise steer your steps. You don't let whispers of take a day off dim your mission. Just 5 minutes repeating a habit can turn I'm tired into I'm building my palace. Imagine starting every morning asking, what's my foundation today? What habit do I build? You sit down, no phone, no noise, just you and your commitment. You think about times you wobbled, skipping plans, resting, letting the wind blow you out, and you decide no more. I'm laying my foundation. That's when your foundation stands, defying everything. I've seen it. Prosperous folks aren't tougher, they just know mornings are their chance to build habits, and they do it with ruthless precision. Building prosperity habits isn't a burden, it's power, a promise to yourself that you won't let the wind steal your sacred mission. So how do you build prosperity habits? It starts with a rock-solid commitment and real action. This morning, take 5 minutes to read your goal statement from Principle 2 aloud. Say, I demand 1 million through gum sales by December 30, 2028. Read with passion, voice bold, no distractions, no TikTok, no Instagram, no emails, just you and your mission. Stick that statement on your mirror wall to remind you daily. Repeat it morning and night like a sacred ritual. Ditch negative talk. I can't, I'm done. Meet your mastermind group from Principle 4, weekly share habits, stay accountable. Every night, check your journal log actions read statement called Clients Tweaked Plans and rate your discipline from 1 to 10. This week, lay that foundation every day for 7 days, even if it's just 5 minutes reading and logging, and track your grit. Write how it feels to stand firm, how each habit makes you sharper, stronger, but don't stop there. To make habits your core, keep this ritual monthly like a sacred vow. Review your journal. See how habits lift you, add new actions. Think of those you admire. Wrigley didn't get great by flukes. He built habits, lived them, and the world bowed to his foundation. You can do that too. You don't need to be perfect. Now just read your statement this morning, then tonight build again. That's how you forge your mind. That's how you build prosperity habits. That's how you kick off your day with power. Now, what wins blowing out your dreams? Lack of discipline, laziness. What habit will you build to stand firm? What are you going to crush today to chase your dreams? Think about it. Feel the power of grit. Your dreams don't wait. They demand you lay the foundation today, right now. Will you wobble or lead? Act. Now, every habit you build is a gem for your legacy. All right, everybody, we've just blazed through a life-changing journey, 6 rock-solid principles to train your mind every morning, turning you from a drifter into a warrior commanding prosperity. Let's look back at the sparks you've ignited. You started by believing you can prosper, a lighthouse piercing doubt's clouds, then ignited a burning desire, a river sweeping away obstacles. You built belief through auto-suggestion, a fire torching fear's shadows, and planned with instant action a blade slicing procrastination's maze. You faced your fears swinging a sword to slay the thief of dreams, and built prosperity habits, laying a foundation for an eternal palace. Each principle's a gem, a spark you fan to forge your mind, to craft a life not just worth living, but worth remembering forever. Hey everybody, this isn't just talk, this is your blueprint to conquer your dreams, starting every morning, starting today. But the big question remains, what are you going to do with these sparks? Let them die or set the world ablaze. Act now, everybody. Don't wait for a sign. Don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait for some viral TikTok or Instagram post to push you. Pick one principle, just one, and start tomorrow at 5 a.m. Maybe it's lighting a lighthouse of belief, unleashing a river of desire, or laying a foundation of habits. Write it in your journal, say it loud, and do it like the world's watching. You don't need to nail all 6 right away, just one spark, one step to get moving. But don't go it alone. Drop your story in the comments below. What principle you picked, how it felt to act, and how it changed your day. Join the Forge Fire community, a place where warriors like you gather, share, and forge their minds together. We're stronger as a tribe, right? Keep a journal, track your progress, and make every morning a sacred ritual, you, your mind, and the legacy you're building. Don't let the world's noise, TikTok, Instagram, or pressure steal this moment. You don't need to be perfect, don't need instant results. You just need to act today, right now. Ask yourself, who commands your mind, if not you? You gonna wait or conquer? Act now, don't let the spark fade. Picture this, everybody, 1 year from today. You wake up at 5 a.m., not because of an alarm, but because your inner fire's roaring to move. You look in the mirror, see an unstoppable force, someone who sparked belief, commanded desire, burned doubt, sliced delays, slayed fear, and built rock-solid habits. You see a warrior who swung courage's sword, laid discipline's foundation, and raised a palace of prosperity, not just money, but freedom, impact, and a sacred legacy. You're not drifting in doubt's desert, not lost in procrastination's maze. You're the lighthouse, leading not just yourself, but everyone around you, a proud family, an inspired community, a better world because you dared to live. Feel that power, confidence, grit, knowing you're truly alive. That's not a far-off dream, that's the future you build one morning, one spark starting today. But if you don't act, where'll you be a year from now? Still drifting, still doubting, still waiting for a cosmic sign. Everybody, time doesn't wait. It steals your spark if you don't fan it. Who commands your mind? You gonna sink or lead? You gonna let the desert swallow you or raise your lighthouse forever? Everybody, this is your moment. These 6 principles are your blueprint, not to hang on a wall, but to live every day. Pick one, start tomorrow, and never quit. Write, declare, act. and share with Forge Fire. Your legacy doesn't wait. It demands you rise, forge your mind, and conquer today, right now. Who commands your mind? Will you drift or lead? Act now, your legacy's waiting to be forged.